See, I'm gonna practice this Batank just a little bit more. Just a wee bit more. Also, what a good way to start the stream by telling you guys about the exploit. So yeah, if you guys weren't aware, based on the other streams, I thought they patched this, but evidently not. And before my big mouth gets it patched, actually. If you just kill up a tank, and then as you kill it, you know, with like a skill, and you reload the save, then the tank stays alive, but you keep the resources, and you can just rinse and repeat this over and over. I was just trying to practice this guy, I wasn't trying to get free mats. But, sometimes you just find broken shit when you're just testing stuff, yeah? Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry for the abrupt end to last stream. I'm just trying to do it all in just one consecutive go. This run here. So as it dies from the burn, you reload the save. And we get polished chromas and all that. I should have had 15. Okay, we have 20 now. And 65, so I'll have 25 and then 70 if I do it again. However, something to keep in mind, when you do this strat, any of the resources you use, you know, the AP tints, the revives, or whatever the fuck, you know, they'll get depleted, so you'll have to, like, rust out a flag to restore those. You know, I am disallowing this exploit for this run here, but, you know, if the speed run can find some kind of use for this, or if you guys can find some kind of value from this casually, feel obligated to show it off. I don't want to make like a full video out of this, you know, in the event that it gets like 5 bajillion views and then Sandfall catches wind of it. I just don't want them to patch it, you know? Like, I feel like they wouldn't. But at the same time, like, I don't know. It is kind of broken how you can just do this so early, and it applies to any Patank as well. Oh my god. Actually, we might have reloaded. Oh, never mind. It's all good. So yeah, like I said, I'm just practicing this guy. I'll do it like 3 more times before I start a run. These damn Patanks are always killing my runs, guys. These crystal lizards have hands. And I really do love that conceptually. Crystal lizards that fight back.
Let me help.
Romance flowing. Stop, don't die. Ready to pass. Ready to pass. A storm is coming.
Two more times, two more times. Sorry to lead with this. It's just, want to make sure that I iron this shit out. It's really the melee attack that always gets me. Like, closes before he expands. There's like a little bit of a visual. You really have to pay attention to these minute little animations and sound cues with this game when it comes to this run. You know, there's a lot of tells like that that really make all the difference. You know, like Seren's Grand Ballet is a perfect example of that. You just use the sound cues, and it makes one of the most like anxiety-inducing attacks completely free.
Finesse and grace.
Once more, once more. So, I mean, yeah, I could just completely resolve the Lumina issue by just killing Patanks this way on this run. And, like, for that reason, that's why I should disallow it. You know, I found it, like, 3 weeks ago, and, like, literally as soon as I made the stream, like, a day later, it stopped working the same way. They weren't respawning anymore. But, it's working again.
Romance flowing. Flames. Rain.
That's why I'm practicing. That's why I'm practicing. It's always the shit that I feel like I know and that I'm confident with that always gets me. And that's the difficulty of this run here, guys. Like, there's nothing that's, like, really on the level of a Souls game in terms of difficulty, but it's the fact that it's fucking 5 hours. That's the difficulty here. Now, is there a way to shorten that down? probably, if I was actually more of like a speedrun mindseted person. I don't know the right way of wording that, but I am not. I would rather approach it in a way where I just get as set up as I possibly can. I could have applied Mark, but you guys get the idea.
All right, let's go. I'll accompany you there. Are you ready to see her again?
Yeah. Been ready.
I set up these grapple shortcuts. Nice, huh? Don't tell your sister, though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Come on, Gustav, speed up a bit. Sophie will have already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
Sandfall really is cool with speedruns and like, you know, glitches and stuff like that. You know, they haven't like touched any of the out of bounds stuff they use for the any percent run.
She's popular. I'm sure she already has a
Like,
necklace full
it
of
really seems like they're cool with stuff like that, as long as it doesn't affect people's casual playthrough. And as long as they can't stumble upon that shit accidentally, most importantly. Right? Like, it's one thing if someone just finds my content, and then they find that exploit, and they start using it in their runs. Well, it's another thing if they find that on accident, right? And the fact that nobody has, like, a year and a half into the game's lifespan, I just don't feel like it's worth patching. It's not that game-breaking. It's like, it's incredibly obscure.
Alright, I saw her.
Yeah.
Oh, the plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate
Like, I even wonder, like,
still a
what
mystery to
the
me.
application for that
The
is.
red and white tree.
For, like, a speed run
Always
or
found it
whatever.
useful.
Like, yeah, obviously it'd be
Don't
nice to
really
get
understand.
a fuck ton more Luminas,
So long ago.
but does the speedrun even need the Luminas at this point?
Why'd you wait until today to say
You know, the fact
something?
that there's an entire speedrun routed around not using Luminas at all. Right, as long as you have at death's door, that's all you fucking need for the speedrun. Just RTSR, call it a day. I mean, like, there's probably a couple of other things they use, like,
I'm fine.
obviously Confident Fighter and Glass Cannon,
I'm fine.
the damage increase
I've
shit,
lived
but other than
33
that,
good years.
like, what else?
Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
It's been a long time since I watched the speedrun for this. Long while.
Oh, Luna's playing. You two would make a cute couple. Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same. I've always loved the harbor.
Let's at least check on Mael and my apprentices.
Gustav, we got something for you. For your field, they'll definitely. Oh,
I shall.
and never.
I can do that.
I promise. Promise.
Adrian,
I'll use every.
I should check on Mael. She's probably alone, as usual. I knew I'd find.
Please.
Yeah. Look, I know we've been. The rest of us, you don't need to leave.
1 year out.
I know you.
If anyone
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks it.
Lumi has. Besides.
Right.
Shush.
Doubly luck.
All right.
Old man.
You're prick this time. Emma,
Our beloved.
don't get too...
My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye. The chief can't. What?
This is the...
I've heard you.
You and I...
You should put that in your.
There are so...
Em, you're doing.
We never...
You're so.
Just take...
Me?
We're her god. She really... You mean the what?
Just suggest.
I do. Anyway.
This run's gonna go the distance, guys. I can feel it. I believe, even though the run hasn't even started, I believe. I'm sending positive vibes. Trying to restructure my fucked up brain to have positive vibes for this run. We'll see how that approach works. You know, I mention this all the time, but once again, it really is just all in my head at this point with getting this run. And that's all it ever is, really. But with this game especially, it's almost entirely knowledge-based rather than like reactionary or skill-based. You know, like you compare it to like a fighting game or a Souls game, and like, I guess knowledge is a type of skill, for sure, but it's also, like, a skill set that anyone can acquire. Like, there's not, like, a huge barrier to entry, and, like, even myself, I don't consider myself that good at, like, the parries in this game, if I'm being honest. Like, you know, with enough time played, obviously I can do it with, like, my eyes closed with like the sound cues and stuff, but you know, like that's what I'm saying is like the audio design and the visual design is what carries me with the parries more so than my actual skill of parrying. And you know, that's kind of how I just approach this game in general, and that's why it's so much set apart from the other Sekiro-like games that I've played, including Sekiro. I will always love Sekiro, and I personally find it the most engaging FromSoft game, but I think I both prefer Lies of P and this game over Sekiro, for different reasons. You know, like, Lies of P, it's a tighter window, but it's also optional, right? So it's more of a risk-reward system, whereas Sekiro, it's just the only way to play the game. And in this game, it's a similar thing as Sekiro, where like you have to parry, and you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot not parrying, but you can also minimize their turns and capitalize on the damage that you do with your own turns. And in that way, I find it so much more satisfying than Sekiro. And also, the parry window is a lot tighter than Sekiro as well. You know, again, like that risk-reward system I was talking about in Lies of P. Don't get me wrong, like, the forgiveness of the parry window, if you want to call it that, it works to the game's benefit in Sekiro. Excuse me, because like, it really is just an adapt or die system, and, like, for me, that was my first approach to that genre, and, you know, even with having, like, 12 frames or whatever it is, it's a very forgiving window. you know, I was still dying way more than like any other FromSoft game. I think a lot of people share that experience. It's a very foreign first experience for sure.
Is that a house?
Looks abandoned. The indigo tree is not too far from here. If anyone else made it, they'll regroup there.
Yeah.
An advantage.
Here we are, huh?
Yeah. The continent. The indigo tree's over there. I'll do it. Take cover!
These blue trees.
Something's disrupting the chroma around here. Be careful. An advantage. Someone came here before and set up these handholds.
Probably Expedition 69. The Climbers Expedition.
Let us thank them for that. Flares!
Survivors!
Hurry!
Nice.
Chroma is flowing.
Nice.
Burning shots, dead energy, later in.
Well, that will help. Eyes shut.
Is there a way to like buff the aim speed? Well, let me see here. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, fuck. I don't know why why it takes so long to drag the gun to the other side of the screen. I'm just trying to shoot the guy on the right.
Well, that will help.
I guess having a wobbly aim in this game where you're trying to like shoot weak points, it would definitely be a little bit jarring. That had like Doom Eternal-esque aim, right, with the sensitivity or whatever. I made a joke a few weeks ago about how they need to add aim assist just for me because I fucking suck at this game with aiming. In a turn-based game. Can't even fucking aim in Expedition 33, bro. Now, yeah, that's how I feel about Call of Duty and shit. Literally just incapable of playing that in a multiplayer setting. But I still got my Ultra Nightmare clear in Doom Eternal, even with that said. Because Doom Eternal is a strategy-based game. You don't need to be a god at FPS games to beat Doom Eternal without dying. That's why it, is, like, solidified as one of my favorite games of all time.
This will be useful.
Especially because of Mick Gordon, too. You know, like, he really sells the atmosphere. Couldn't get into the Dark Ages as much. Just because, like, Mick's absence, it's really felt. Also, I forgot to fucking level, didn't I? It's actually worth going all the way back to the flag to do this shit. It would be like 2 minutes otherwise.
This one looks dangerous.
Let's see, throw an AP 10 on Gustav. Those burning shots.
I'm ready. What's up?
And powerful. Get rid of that extra turn there. He really has it out for Luna. That energy, critical burn. Love it when he uses the spell. So let's get that overcharge online. Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh yeah? We let overcharge rip right here.
For those who come after.
This probably will not kill. It's okay, we expected that. This is why we give dead energy to Luna instead. Slower strat, it always works. It's literally how I was using Luna in my first playthrough, by the way, is just spamming fire over and over again. Immolation into Wildfire into eventually Hell. I did not bother with her stains at all.
We can use that.
I mean, I was also using her, like, revive stuff. Right, Rebirth and then Healing Light and all that. But, yeah, I didn't know how Lightning Dance worked. I definitely didn't use slow too much. Like, they give you a brief tutorial at the start of the game, right, when all you have is Immolation and Ice Lance, and it, like, tells you, oh yeah, so light stains count as any other stain. But, like, you're not really going to be thinking in the back of your head the functionality of that when you get Lightning Dance. At least I didn't.
So,
So,
the message said head north.
I feel like they could have done more tutorials as you got more stuff with Luna. But that's how they could have worked around that. But it's okay. That's why we have content creators like myself. Give me points. I still remember my first reaction to seeing Lightning Dance on the speedrun. I was just like, Luna can do that? What? She was just my revive bot. What the fuck? Right, and I've seen a lot of people have that reaction when they see how I use Luna, so it's definitely not like an outlier case that I had.
Nice.
Wait. Evron. Looks like a different species.
Doesn't matter. They're between us and Mael.
Well, that will help. Where's the light?
Bada bing, bada boom. One HP having us. Oh, I almost just walked right into that guy.
Over there. A hut.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
Alright, so Mael gets marking shots, critical burn, and dead energy. Dead energy comes with a hidden 10% damage boost. And I was letting Lune ride that for the first area, just to increase the burn damage. But I feel like it's better on Mael later. How you doing, Multi-J?
How did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
Do you know who left it?
A message? Maybe.
Rock slide, all the Mael skills.
Alright.
Sorry if I'm not as talkative lately, guys. I become more talkative when I get into like the later parts of the run, when there's more stuff to talk about, but you know, initially, yeah, it really is just kind of pretty straightforward stuff. I try to just find stuff to yap about in spite of that. And, like, honestly, it's probably for the best that I don't fucking just yap for the sake of yapping, honestly, at this point. I'm on auto QTE. Okay, so, Multi-J, there's a reason for that on this run. There's a reason. So, Lune, well, when she uses Wildfire or Immolation or any of her fire spells, like, if you fuck up the QTE, she damages herself. Now, listen, like, I have done fucking dozens, so many playthroughs to count without the auto QTE, so I don't need it. It's just the fact that if I fuck it up in a 5-hour run, the run's over. So it really is just for that reason that I'm using the auto QTEs. It's not that I need it, it's just if I fuck up the QTEs, the run's over. So I just don't think it's worth the risk, you know?
Ready to parry.
If it was just no hit, I would allow it, because, like, self-damage doesn't count. But because it's no damage specifically, I have to, account for that. I don't even think about it at this point, because, like, the thing about it is, like, the QTEs, like, they don't really add anything to the game. Right? Like, it'd be one thing if, like, with, like, some of Verso's attacks, if you did QTEs, it did additional components. Kind of like Legend of Dragoon, I guess. But, no, they're just kind of there. They don't do, like, additional damage or anything, I don't think. Maybe they do if you get the perfect bonus. I'm just wrong. But I just don't see any functional benefit to turning that off, I guess. U-turn, you're on auto too. Too much lag? Yeah, I feel that. Oh, they do increase the damage if it's perfect. Interesting. I didn't know that. That makes sense though, GG. That does. So there is a functional benefit. By how much, I wonder? I've never actually done the math. So, augmented aim, exposing attack, Laron. I have no idea how you pronounce Mael's weapon there. Ugh. %20 chance to proc burning shots. It just never works when I need it to work. 20% chance. What Pictos did I just get? Oh, I got augmented aim, and I got exposing attack from that merchant there. Augmented aim, it increases my free aim damage by 50%. And exposing attack just applies defenseless on basic attack for 1 turn. It's useful for a couple of strats. Augmented aim, though, that is essential for a lot of my strats on this run. I do a lot of free aiming with both Verso and Mael.
So they have intelligence.
You know, free aim can get off some nutty damage. Yeah, it's pretty obscure, Multi-J. Now, there's a lot of things in this game where you kind of just have to know that they're there. You know, like, it's another one of those things where I only found it after I saw a speedrunner do it. I was just like, oh shit, I could have been doing so much more damage. the exploration in this game really is top tier. So many goodies if you just go out and just look, you know. And there's a lot of games where you put in that effort and you go out and try to find these items, and it's just not worth your time. You wish they included a map? Yeah, I agree. And also like a bestiary.
Nice.
You know, like some kind of like data book that just told you elemental weaknesses and stuff like that for Neverons. You know, like Gustav's journal.
So many.
The fact that
I don't like
that's
this.
not a thing, it kind of boggles the mind. Maybe they just ran out of dead time
This
and they
one is
couldn't do that.
gigantic.
Avoid those at all costs.
You know, oftentimes games are not released when they're done, they're released when they have to be. So, you know, like, it makes you wonder, like, how much more they could have done if the game wasn't on some kind of deadline. I'm really interested to see what they do with the sequel, that is for sure.
Melancholy beauty. A lone outpost of humanity nestled amongst the corals. A sailor lost at sea.
Our resident cynic is now a poet.
Wouldn't expect a Cartesian engineer to understand beauty.
Go level up my stats here. Oh yeah, definitely confirmed. They confirmed it basically in the ending, I feel like. But yeah, they've also confirmed it in many interviews that they're working on stuff beyond just this game. You know, and I'm glad to see that. You know, that my favorite game of all time got this overwhelming support and it won Game of the Year, and, you know, just that everybody loves it, you know? Like, I want to see these devs succeed, you know, and have creative control and, you know, do even more grandiose things. Makes me happy to see these devs get the recognition that they rightfully deserve. A lot of people think that these devs get like too much praise. You know, that the Game Awards, it was like a meme how many awards this game won. But it really deserves like everything. It's wild their writer never wrote for a game and their composer, yeah, it really is, and they found him on SoundCloud. You know, it was just a ragtag group of individuals that just came together to make this masterpiece. Also, we're fighting this guy early just for the hell of it. Don't even need to, I just feel like it. Because it's fun, that's why. If I could get some Lune targeting, that would be wonderful. Thank you. I love this OST as well.
On me.
You wouldn't really hear the OST if I came back here later and just one-shot him, so...
Take him down.
Bum 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 bum. I'm sorry, that was
That
probably
will
tone deaf. Yeah, we do get a +4 for Luna, so it's worth it. You hate this guy? Yeah, he's a tough cookie fighting him early. He definitely is. It's another one of those things where I didn't find that guy for the longest time. I didn't even know he existed. I found him in just a random playthrough, and I was just like, holy shit! Secret boss! It's like fucking 500 hours in or whatever. I love all the chromatic bosses and stuff. Like, you just get a couple of Luminas, repick those and upgrade mats. Just for a slightly more difficult enemy.
An advantage.
Just getting a little bit of XP for Rain of Fire here. Even though I probably don't even need it after we killed that mini-boss. The ink flow. So everybody's level 10. People don't really use Mael as like a debuff bot the way that I do. I've noticed. You know, they just like put her in Virtuos stance and then, you know, they just like let it rip, but they would do so much more damage if they set up Virtuos on the second turn. Because her defenseless applies for 3 turns, whereas exposing attack is only for 1 turn. Beautiful. You know, in the speedrun, I guess, like, they don't really care that much about those extra turns, because, like, all they really need is that 1 turn. But, yeah, for me, I care about consistency. And yeah, having it apply for 3 turns makes all the difference. They should actually do 9s. What's the difference between defenseless and marked? I mean, they're both damage increases. Defenseless just, it's like armor break, if you're familiar with, you know, that. It just reduces their armor by 50%. So, in mark, it just, it increases the damage of the next attack by 50%. Powerful, it increases just overall damage by 25%. So, you know, all of these things combine together. But, defenseless is definitely underrated by a lot of players, I think.
Surprised to find you here.
I hope we can trust him.
Well, at least we can upgrade our Pictos.
Did Noko tell you anything more about the village, other than red trees everywhere?
Noko's not great with specifics.
We'll just have to think like Gestrels then.
Oh. So this should do 9s, actually. Guaranteed quad 9s. Oh, never mind, I lied. But yeah, with powerful and defenseless, with just a +4 and 30 might, we're already doing 8.6k, and I'm pretty sure that was a non-crit.
You can use that.
So a crit would do guaranteed 9s. However, if I go back and upgrade her weapon to +6, then it'll do guaranteed 9s on a non-crit. And now, even though that's miles of overkill and we don't really need to do that right now, I just, I like having that consistency, I guess you could say. Because CL can use Sealed Fate, which is a really scary attack, and basically, if I take Mael's weapon up to +6, then she only gets off 1 turn. Gotta start debuffing. It's good as fuck, man. Defenseless is definitely very underrated, from what I've seen. It was, like, the 100 times health run that taught me how good it was, because my damage was, like, literally half of what it could have been when I wasn't applying defenseless. And just that by itself gives Mael so much value. It's like, every playthrough I have to have Mael on the team now for that reason, even if all she does is just stand there and debuff. Because the fact that it stays there for 3 turns, that's all she needs to do, even if she's not contributing to the damage otherwise. Also, we picked up Energizing Jump, right? Who do I run in my team usually? I feel like Mael, Lune, and Verso is like the damage party, right? Because all the characters just do significant damage with that setup. But to be honest, my favorite team for fun would probably be Monoko, CL, Lune. Monoko, CL, Lune, yeah. My only issue with Monoko, though, is that you just get him so late. But he definitely has that fun factor, that is for sure. Like, Verso and Mael are also incredibly fun, but I feel like they're just a lot more about efficiency than, I don't know, just, how do I word this? There's a weapon from Bloodborne called the Threaded Cane, and the description for the weapon is some hunters place an emphasis above form than they do efficiency, or something to that degree, and that's like how I view that team setup compared to Mael and Verso. It's just fun over efficiency. I've never even done like a full Monoko playthrough, but
These things are fascinating.
he's a very funny character and he's fun to use. I get why so many love him.
Ugh, this place is confusing.
They built it to make their village harder to find.
God, Mael's voice. You all like Mael's voice? Oh, you love it? Yeah, Jennifer English, she absolutely knocks it out of the park with her portrayal with Mael. She's got all the layers, the happiness, the sadness, the excitement. Yeah, just absolutely 10 out of 10 vocal performance from Jennifer English. Like, and all the voice actors. Better than Shadowheart. Yeah, she was also a character from Elden Ring. I always forget her name. She was a very missable character in like an optional side dungeon. I want to say Latenna was her name. Your second favorite's Lune? Based. Lune is probably my favorite overall. Like, I love how she keeps the party together. I love Lune's resolve. I love Lune's gameplay mechanics. You know, her stains. And yeah, she's the voice of reason. I feel like she's the most fun character, and to me, she's the most interesting character. But Mael, she's also kind of tied for my favorite, to be honest. So guaranteed 9s. Guaranteed 9s. Gameplay-wise, I find Mael to be a lot less interesting, but like I said, yeah, you can use Mael in so many ways. You know, use her like a debuff bot. You can also just, you know, Stendhal and just annihilate things in one hit. You can apply a fuck ton of burns with Rain of Fire and later on Burning Canvas. There's so many things you can do with Mael other than just, you know, Marking Shot Pierce. Now, that's a lot of people's criticism of this game, is like Mael is too broken, but, you know, damage, and just in general, like, damage can be too broken, but Elden Ring kind of taught me this. Like, if getting too much damage isn't to your liking, then that's kind of your responsibility.
It's really a village of
because brokenness really works to this game's benefit. It's broken in a very good way, in a way that makes it so insanely fun. There's some games that are broken in a bad way, where like you acquire, you know, some kind of overpowered weapon and just all fun gets robbed for that reason. That's kind of how I feel about like Resident Evil 4 with the rocket launcher, honestly. But yeah, there's a way to do it right. This game does it.
The stranger. Lead the way.
For survival on the continent.
You know, it does it right because it's not shoved in your face. It's optional. Right. Really good. You know, to pivot on that Resident Evil 4 thought, you know, that there's a lot of fights in OG RE4 where, you know, it kind of feels bad not using the rocket. Like Salazar, Verdugo, who else? Like, the very final boss, that's the same in Remake, but yeah, there's a couple of, like, Garradors, the double Garradors, I remember using a rocket for that. The double Gigante fight. Or, no, that's Remake only. I jumble them both together in my head nowadays. But yeah, there were definitely quite a few sections where it felt like the rocket wasn't even optional, in my eyes. And that really feels bad when that's the case. I feel like it was balanced a lot better in Remake by costing like 180,000. But even then, just like design a good boss rather than being like, oh hey, this boss is toxic as fuck. Sell all your guns to one-shot the boss. That's just... I do not agree with that gameplay design right there. Though I still love Resident Evil 4. Will always be one of my favorite games.
Ready to pound.
Bada bang, bada boom. Sealed Fate is just terrifying. There are very few attacks in this game that I dodge, and Sealed Fate is one of them.
Thank you.
There's that one. There's the one attack from the Portier at the very beginning. I dodge Renoir's Beast, like when he does the one roar attack.
Perfect.
I never used to, but that attack scares me nowadays. And there's one attack from the Paintress, where she like flies up into the air. Also, Lori and Iso.
Interesting.
Dodging in this game really is just
Nice.
generally useless in place of parrying. That you only get like 2 or 3 extra frames for dodging at the cost of just not getting the counter attack and also getting way less AP for it. So you really are shooting yourself in the foot just for a little bit of extra safety.
Interesting.
Yeah, we just picked up the shape of energy right there. So now energy is restored for 5 instead of only 3. Makes a huge difference. Once again, just another one of those things that I had to look up. I didn't even know about that when I was doing the no-hit run. I was just spamming leadership with Verso. Literally losing my hard-earned S rank just to give 3 AP to CL. Shaking my goddamn head.
Let me help. Get ready.
Chromas, color luminous. Also, did I ever switch? I never did. Of course I didn't. At first it's amazing, then it's useless.
O Migiri. Chega, Wiro. Wira você vivo. Girotosa. O Miki. Ategrinda. O Miguelis. Uma Wira.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I'll upgrade the Luminas right before Lampmaster. I just want to hoard them for right now. As well as the levels. I'll do that after the next few areas.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
We can debrief along the way. Let's head east to Eskier's nest.
Lovely.
I love this cutscene. We gotta watch this cutscene.
Oh, Pico Bano. Ocarito, passwordito mi parino.
Golgra said to shout the password as loud as we can. Well, Gustav, you're the loudest.
Really? Hey.
Come on, don't be shy.
Get out of my way! Jeez, tu Pokemon ba parino.
No. It's just that it's the password.
Pico femicola, gor granda bare bombino, passwordito. Gomiku rapito sava.
See, this is the level of humor that Marvel is trying to get, and that, in my opinion, Marvel used to have back in the day. Right? Like, you know, pre-Endgame. Like, I loved Ant-Man back in the day. I thought Ant-Man was fucking hilarious. And then, you know, they just kind of became, like, a parody of themselves. And, like that level of humor, you know, a lot of people, like, criticize millennial Marvel rating or whatever, but, like, that's an example of how you do that
I don't know.
right, you know?
Getting a bit of...
Like, it's pure nonsense, but it still just brings a smile to my face. Like, what do you mean Golgra never told you the password, bro? Golgra never told me the password, but okay, you can just go through. He's a gestural. He'll forget about it in a minute.
The more information we get, the more questions I have.
You okay, Sia?
Yeah. Eskier is surprising. Useful.
So yeah, with just defenseless alone. Bada bang, bada boom. Quad 9s. Even a non-crit is guaranteed quad 9s, with defenseless combined with Mark, as long as she's in Virtuos. And she also has a +8 at this point. So, yeah, I love the buff and debuff system in this game. It's underutilized by many.
You think the Paintress created them too?
Reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy XIII, you know? That game is also overhated as fuck, but I understand why. You know, the story is definitely... I will not defend the story to FF13, but the gameplay... it's some of the most immersive experiences ever. Like, yeah, sure, it takes forever to actually get to the nitty-gritty of it, up until Chapter 11, where the game actually opens up, but, you know, like, once you're there, you know, it reminds me so much of Final Fantasy X's post-game, and, you know, just the world is your oyster from then on. You can just do whatever you want. And, yeah, just the buff and debuff system. There's a tad bit too many buffs and debuffs to keep track of, right? Like you don't really need bravery and faith and shell and protect and, right? Like, this game, it's pretty simple. Just powerful is your damage, defenseless is, you know, armor break, and then powerless is they do less damage. Mark is just more damage for the next hit, and that's it. Those are all the buffs and debuffs in the game. Well, okay, and Shell to reduce damage taken, and Rush for haste. You know, it's just all simple stuff. There's not... Right, like, my issue with Final Fantasy, there's just so many buffs. But I do, in fact, love buffing my characters. You know, it's some of my favorite experiences in video games, is just how you set up buffing your characters, and then just letting loose the damage from that setup. You know, CL was my favorite character on my first playthrough, kind of for that reason. I loved her whole thing of how she, you know, was like set up for long fights, and, you know, if you just ramped her up to like just absolute high heavens, then she could do ridiculous damage in Twilight.
I am Speed.
Go in here just to pick up some polished chromas. And also a Picto for my L. Just more speed.
Wow. That Nevron is the size of a mountain.
Is it eating the mountain?
Circle right around. You guys will never see me. Hug the wall. We'll be coming back here later, around the same time as the Axon Islands, so I can get Energizing Attack for Verso. So obviously we don't really care about the effect of that on this run. We're not dying. But, just speed and crit rate.
Nice.
Yeah, just... I'm always mesmerized every time I get here and I just look at the water. It's just a video game. Holy fuck. You know, even though it's just a video game, it's still the most beautiful work of art that I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Like, I don't even care, like, what the glaze sounds like at this point, or whether or not it's cringe. It's just... This game has brought so much light to my life. I hope that other people... It has a similar experience to other people. This is a beacon of hope for the world.
What have we here?
In a time that is desperately needed. Random thought right there. Got +6 for Gustav.
Useful.
Alright, so now I'm gonna fight that Patank at Eskier's Nest. Oh my god. +9 that, +7 that. Should have enough for Lightning Dance now. $36 and 6. A little bit of luck. That's a Forte. So yeah, I can't use Last Chance. I'm disallowing Last Chance on this run because it reduces health. So we get a lot less APs from using that compared to Last Chance. But at the same time, you know, because of the way that we're using Mael, it doesn't even matter that much. Because again, when you use her as a debuff bot in that way, then what matters is that she's constantly applying defenseless, right? Look at Lune as the primary damage dealer rather than Mael. I'm pretty sure the speedrun uses Lune at this point. I'm like 99% sure. I feel like they always have. You know, just because, like, Lightning Dance, there's no reason not to use Lightning Dance in a run. you get it so early and it's so overpowered.
I'm ready. I'll do it. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready to
Ready to evade.
Okay, so let's break his ass right here with Gustav. So marked. You might die from the burns with exposing attack. No, not quite. Thank you. Just one less thing to worry about there.
Here we go.
I want to make some coffee. I'll probably do that after Lampmaster.
What have we here? Yeah.
I'll come back for this guy after I get a couple more speed pictos. I want to get confident for Luna. It doesn't even matter, just confident. It's one more speed picto.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't like the way that guy's following me there. I don't trust going for that Lumina.
Perfect.
Maybe on the return trip I'll get it. Actually, return trip? No, never mind. There was a run I did the other day, I think I already mentioned this stream, where I accidentally +9'd this weapon instead of Medallum. And I had to just avoid all the encounters in this place. It's crazy, it's like all the encounters are like designed around starting in Virtuo's stance.
The Huntress destroyed our world, and someone built her a shrine.
The weak-minded turn to whatever they can.
Like, if
to
you don't
explain
kill them
the
turn one,
When you're at the
very
mercy
scary
of
things
someone you
happen.
don't understand, you might try anything.
The greatsword guys are pretty tame, but those spinny guys and those flying guys, they're pretty scary. Yeah, these flying guys. You know, they're like basically free as long as you just shoot them, but if you let them get off their turns,
Let me help.
The dance begins.
they're basically just there to give you dead energy, help with the other guys.
Nice.
So Gustav gets SOS power, breaking counter. She gets first strike.
This will be useful.
On top of dead energy, giving a 10% damage boost, first strike also comes with a hidden 10% damage boost. And in Forgotten Battlefield, Sweet Kill also comes with one. You know, it's not even explained.
Lovely.
It's just stuff that speedrunners and other people figured out. So, I'm giving Lune Dead Energy, First Strike, and Sweet Kill.
Like old
For,
times, eh?
like, up until, like, the Axon Islands, when I actually get better stuff. Is it currently just a grind session? No, we're doing actual runs, big boy. We're doing legit runs. At this stage. My route is like 5 hours. Like, there's probably a way to do it faster, but I'm just like, I am allergic to speedrunning, I guess. So my strats are just slower, but they're more consistent. You know, that's my thing. I'm all about consistency. Having to go the same way every single time.
A storm is
Please survive.
Let me help.
Let us stay.
You should die to this. GG. I hate it when that happens. It's like, the run flashes before my eyes every fucking time that happens. It's so tilting. Losing a run to just the fucking mechanics of the game not working. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean it just missed?
an advantage.
Now, if I had first strike, wouldn't have to worry about that, but I'm trying to learn it naturally as I go rather than grinding it out. So if, you know, an encounter just walks into me, like, even though I could just lock in and get the parries and save the run, oftentimes it's just the shock of the matter that just seals my fate.
Nice.
Of course, he aggroes from 10 yards away.
Useful.
So gotta get Perilous Parry here. You know, the negative side effect of taking more damage for one more AP on parry, we don't really care about on this run, so it's just one more AP on parry for free. For those who come after.
Me hate death!
Yo.
This will be useful.
And it's also, like, on expert mode specifically, you're already getting one shot. So, like, oh no, double damage in a game where I get one shot anyway. You know?
Well, that will help.
Breaking shots. Perilous parry.
What have we here?
What do you mean?
We can use that.
Worry is over there, but I sense something scary. I can't remember the last time I actually heard SDA's dialogue there. I always just touch that Grace and then warp out. Sorry, I mean Bonfire, I mean Stargazer, I mean Blade Nexus, I mean...
Take cover!
Apply that shit. Like I said, all she needs to do is just apply the debuff. Lightning Dance will full send it.
I'll do it. Overflowing with energy.
GG. Replace Exposing Attack with that. There you go. Now we just go upgrade all these weapons and spend the Luminas. And we show Lampmaster who's boss. Your average run back in Dark Souls, by the way. Right here. It really does feel like Guillaume Broche, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, just really loves that feeling of not having the Lord Vessel in Dark Souls 1. Like, he's tried to evoke that feeling in this game a few times. Like, makes you appreciate the ability to, like, go back to the continent from any flag. Gives Esquier the ability to swim. Finally gives Esquier the ability to fly. You know, it's, very gradual. Okay. Alright, so Gustav gets 40. Luna gets 35. Mael gets 30. We're like 32. We'll save the rest for right now. Or, actually, I'll give the rest of... I was gonna say Verso, but... You guys know what I meant. Okay, so Breaker, Energizing Jump, First Strike... Augmented Aim, Versatile... Energizing Break. Breaking Counter, Energizing Jump... Okay, so we're not going to give her Energizing Jump. She'll get some from levels. Yeah, Energizing Break. It's pretty much the whole reason we grabbed that Picto back in Flying Waters, is just for this strat on Lampmaster. And, yeah, we'll just get some levels for Exposing Attack. Need to grind out enough for Perilous Parry anyway. For Gustav. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make space for Perilous Parry on Gustav. So I guess we get rid of, like, Energizing Jump. Okay, so we just do this like 3 more times, I guess.
Let me help.
Let the ink flow.
Come on. Dude, I lost so many runs to these guys before I found out that their weak point is in their, like, right leg. There's no visual indicator. Just another thing, one of those things that you have to know. Literally, no way of knowing what these guys' weak point is. Like, I've been initially, when I was grinding the no-hit and stuff, you know, just trying to figure out how these enemies work, I thought, oh, you're supposed to shoot this thing. Oh, you're supposed to shoot this no, you're actually just supposed to shoot in their pelvis. Oh, you didn't know that? Fuck you. I love Sandfall, but there's a few instances like that with these enemies, where the hitbox is just very strange with their weak point. In the next area, Forgotten Battlefield, there's these enemies that are like that too.
Let me help.
The dance begins.
Like the virtual sun in the game. This is gonna sound like such coping. The virtual sun in the game, I swear to God, like blocks the hitbox on their face. Okay, I guess we just get rid of that. Alright, on to Lampmaster. I don't think we're really gonna need any skills, honestly. As long as Luna has Lightning Dance.
Let me help.
So, on top of increasing the burn damage, and just the actual damage, it also increases the break damage, having Defenseless applied. So, yeah. Defenseless is very underutilized and underrated. And, like, again, with the no-hit run, I didn't care about break, like, at all. So, I feel like no damage has been so much more interesting with all the ways that I have to approach it. And no-hit was just a little bit too straightforward, in my opinion. We cast Powerful right here. Alright, and so we want to end Phase 1 with Rock Slide. Get reimbursed a little bit for those APs. My L will have one turn. Oh, beautiful! Praise RNGesus. Praise RNGesus. So, if you shoot the wrong lamp on purpose, that'll always do the massive Sword of Light attack. We just shoot them to apply burns, and then Defenseless. Burns just with a critical burn effect. And then Overcharge and Lightning Dance with full Send It. Oh, that was so lucky, guys. That was so lucky. This will do guaranteed 9s. Beautiful. That's my man Gustav. We had Gustav get 9s in the run. It's for all the Gustav users out there. For those who come after.
We've done nothing to you. We should be on the same side. Let her go.
Alright, I'm gonna go make some coffee, guys. Enjoy the cutscene.
Something's going on up there. Eskie, get us up there!
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Luna, how would you like to go see the school counselor? BRB.
Who come after. Right?
No. You promised! No.
You won't yet understand. But this is a kindness, not a cruelty.
You let her come. You know she's too weak for this. How could you let her take such a risk?
You only care when things are right in front of you. My sweet child, you were supposed to stay home. I told you not to worry. But since you're here now, just stay put.
What are you saying? You must go home, now. This does not involve you.
When this is over, we'll go home together.
No!
This won't make sense to you now. But we both want what's best for our families. I'm sorry you're caught in the middle, but I did try to warn you. It's been a while. Stay out of this. You chose to walk away. You don't get to come back now and interfere.
You've lived more than a lifetime. It's time to let her go.
A lifetime? A lifetime with my family torn apart? No. I want my family back.
It's not your family. But she is.
You would use her?
She chose to come. I didn't make the rules between you two. Hey. You alright? It's okay. I'll handle things here. Get back to your friends. Go.
So that's it. You've set us down this path. But are you ready for the consequences?
She'll never paint again.
Last time we sat together like this.
In Lumiere, mourning our parents.
Seems like every time we're together, it's to grieve. I wish we could have spent more time in less hopeless contexts.
The plan doesn't change. We aim for the monolith. We keep heading north. With SKA's help, we can make it. But we lost the Lumina converter, so...
It's okay, we can think about that later.
All the backups were destroyed by that man, but Expedition 32 will bring more. Their chances will be better. We need to prepare them. I should update our journals.
Hey. It's okay. tomorrow will still come.
Ciel.
This seemed important. If you want to reach the monolith, the best path is through the quarry up north.
Who are you?
And where did you get that expedition uniform?
Strange way to say thank you. Sorry I couldn't save your friend. I'm wearing an expedition uniform because I, too, am an expeditioner.
What? What do you mean you're an...
I've never seen you before.
First expedition. Expedition Zero.
Expedition Zero? But how are you alive and not...
Old? I don't know exactly, but some of us stopped aging and were not affected by the Gamage.
Some of you? Like the man on the cliff?
Anwar, our commander.
Why? Why did he massacre our team?
How could he turn on his own people?
He believes his immortality is a gift from the Paintress. Killing her would kill him too, and he enjoys living forever.
And you don't?
Burying everyone you know while you live on can weigh you down a bit. I couldn't help your friend, but perhaps I can help you.
You want to join us?
If you don't mind the company, yes.
So, if I want to kill Renoir, I have to kill the Paintress first. What's your name?
Versa.
Alright, sorry about that. I was a bitch and a half trying to find it. Anybody see anything while I was gone? I also just went for a walk. Just to, I don't know. I like going for walks, just to take my mind off things. Switch this out for the other thing. Yeah, sorry about that. It's another reason why I'm just not, like, speedrun oriented. Right? Like, I gotta be able to, like, move around. Just ADHD brain. I cannot sit still in one spot for too long. Right, like, fucking people who smoke, you know, they have it pretty easy in the workplace. You know, they can just be like, oh, sorry, cigarette break, right? And they just get free breaks that other people don't get. I mean, like, a good manager will call that shit out, right? But it's just how it tends to go, is they just get away with it. You know, because they do it, like, in a way that's so sneaky.
Any other tricks we should know?
One thing at a time.
Oh, what am I doing? I just wanted to do the intro there. Do that initial flight. Still want to get Dead Energy here for Luna. And she's going to keep this Picto for basically the entire game. And also, Augmented Counter.
Let us get wet.
Nice.
Let us get wet.
Nice.
So yeah, on top of giving me a 10% damage boost, that's a hidden value, also comes with 162 speed and 17% crit rate, and the effect of it is also just insanely useful. Or just more AP on killing enemies. Really useful utility there.
Nice. Nice.
With a bunch of money in this place.
Great.
You don't even have to worry about getting into encounters here as long as you have first strike. And just flee.
Nice.
I do want to come back here before I beat the game. There's a weapon for Verso that I'm going to use to just trivialize the final boss. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we come to it.
Ready to strike.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. That's all that stuff.
Time for a swim.
Well, that will help.
A couple of luminas. Spread throughout here.
Nice.
So yeah, this is when I would basically just one-shot that chromatic trumpet boss. So I just decided that it would feel better to actually give him off some turns. Gotta remember to give Verso the stuff. Literally, the only skills that I use on Verso for this run is Powerful and Perfect Break. And then later on I use Endbringer just to build up Gradient. But Endbringer is actually worse than just doing free aim base attack. Oh. Forgot the objective for a second. Careless Parry is better. Exposing attack. Even breaking shots, I guess, and staggering attack. Yeah, this guy doesn't even get off a turn if we come back with Verso. Let's do Rain of Fire. Powerful. Get Verso and AP tint. Exposing attack. Perfect break. You should basically just die from the burn. GG. Now we just learn augmented counter before I move on here. All these encounters are going to go by in like 2 seconds with this amount of damage. Oh no, whatever will I do? I charged head first into him without getting the first strike. The sky is falling. go. Alright, so, energizing jump. I guess we get rid of marking shots. And she wants energizing jump for this as well. Ugh. Whatever, I guess it matters for Mile the least. So, I feel like it's smart to do a little bit of level grinding in the next area, just for a couple more Lumina points and stat levels. Like, they give you inverted affinity for a reason, just to do exactly that. The only thing is, I do have to worry about inverted affinity combined with sweet kill, because if killing an enemy healing me, and my healing reversing health happens in a run, that'll be the funniest fucking way to lose a run. Nice. GG. Wow, sub 1 minute. That was sick. That was sick. Great, so we're good to just move on to Forgotten Battlefield. And to be fair, we really don't need inverted affinity to do the grind here. It's just nice. Oh, augmented counter. Yeah, everybody should have augmented counter, I feel like. But again, that's why we're doing the grind. That's why we're doing the grind. Won't take very long to get 3 levels.
Well, that will help.
Time for swim swim.
Time for swim swim. Right, so there's another shape of energy right here, next to Sprong. Just another one of those things. You just have to know that it's there.
Good stuff.
For show. For show. We got a couple of levels from that last boss. Even 20, so now we can start pumping the agility a little bit, probably. Let's get everybody a little bit faster.
Swimsuit on.
Yeah, this was like my favorite part of the run when it came to no-hit. Just getting inverted affinity and then finally just doing quad 9 on free aim every single hit. The most satisfying shit. And the fact that you were able to do it this early, just at the start of Act 2. RTSR in this game, sorry, at this door, it is a callback to Red Tearstone Ring in Dark Souls. And, yeah, they nerfed RTSR in every single game that came after, from 50% to 20%.
Never took out most of them.
Because FromSoft doesn't like people having fun.
I've only seen it once.
Unlike Sandfall.
Most likely not.
Yeah, FromSoft's idea of fun is Fire Giant and the Letta gank fight. And Promise Consort Radon. No, there's some fun aspects. There's definitely some fun aspects. What it really comes down to with bosses like that is, like, they're just so fucking out of touch. Right? Like, they just don't care about whether or not it's fun. They're just like, oh, game needs to be balanced. We gotta make the game hard enough because we allowed you to get so overpowered. Like, no, you really don't. Like, you can just allow players to be overpowered and just also design fun bosses rather than BS. But, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just yapping. So Luna gets this bad boy. And I think I give Perilous Parry to Mael here. And yeah, we just basically grind to get Breaker right there, yeah?
Interesting.
No, that's 4 levels, I think. I'm not really sure that she needs it. We'll see what the damage is like with Inverted Affinity. If I can just go through this shit in no time, then we'll be here for a minute. Also, I forgot that if I just straight up run into them like that, I get so many more turns. Let's take my old friend onto restaurant again. This piece of shit. I was thinking about killing him for a second, but that guy on the left is a bit too tanky on top of that guy. You can only rain of fire one of them.
Well, that will help.
Alright, just like the chromatic trumpet guy. I could fight this guy later with more damage and just one-shot him. Or I could fight him right now, let him get off a few turns. It's more interesting doing it now.
Perfect.
Also helps with the XP. Any burns? Thank you. Thank you. So break his ass right here.
Cut him down.
Alright, Verso. Do Verso things. Yeah, look at that. This is just all augmented aim, people. S rank and augmented aim. Well, and Lanceram. And a +9 Lanceram, but... yeah, augmented aim gets some serious legwork from Verso and Mael on this run. Like, it's actually insane that free aiming is actually just so meta.
The danger zone.
And people actually think that free aiming sucks casually. It's me, I'm people. I thought that free aiming sucked. But it's actually just insanely valuable. Because you get off 9 turns compared to just one... yeah, just one skill, right? 9 instances of damage versus only 1. Now, like, there's multi-hit stuff, right? Like Lightning Dance and, yeah, a couple of other attacks, but... for Verso and Mael, I feel like, you're better off just doing free aim basic attack. Or with my L, I do free aim into offensive switch, and then swift stride to put her back in virtuos. My L's probably gotta take this one. I mean, honestly, the only one who really needs it is my L. And just do powerful and defenseless with Luna and Verso. Yeah, I've been looking for a reason to buy Inverted Affinity for a while. Keep forgetting my train of thought. And yeah, it's just like, it's really only useful up until you get Competent Fighter and Glass Cannon. And it's only useful for the first 3 turns, but for like level grinding, particularly like in this part of the game, I feel like Inverted Affinity is worth. And they give it to you right now for that reason, because it's just the best time to do that. You can probably very easily get up to like level 30 in this area.
Well, that will help. Let's keep things slow.
I wonder if this will do guaranteed 9s. I mean, 8.7 on each. Still just +9. Do that for the burn. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. I don't know why I'm quoting Eminem.
An advantage.
That encounter is always so satisfying to just nuke. It's always do or die like that, where it comes down to a character's last turn. Otherwise, all 3 of them get off turns. How the fuck? Come on. There you go. Yeah, this is the enemy where the virtual sun blocks the fucking hitbox. Call that copium all you want. But I swear to God, like, I have to, like, squint to see the fucking hitbox in his face. Felt like the right thing to do there. You can definitely get quite a few levels very easily from this place. That's just one rotation. And also, Inverted Affinity is useful for the boss, because he applies Inverted to you halfway through the fight. So, yeah, even though it's generally only useful for 3 turns, when you fight anything that also implies an Inverted to you, it's just a universal buff. It's pretty rare, though. Doesn't happen too often. That's probably good, honestly. For show. Oh. Alright, can I give Lune the Earth thing? I'm actually not going to get that. I used to like getting the Earth thing, but it's just so much weaker than Lightning Dance. To where, like, I'm better off just either going into Rock Slide or into Wildfire. It just sets up the stains better, too. Or Ice Lance. That's also a good option to use. Felt like shooting him a couple of times there. We just break his ass with Verso right there. Shoot him twice just for the hell of it. I'm gonna waste all of her APs.
Watch out.
There we go. Yeah, augmented counter, it definitely goes a long ass way. Verso go burr. So we still got powerful for a little while. Actually, Lightning Dance is just gonna full send this shit. GG. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if that fight was actually faster than the no-hit that I did. Even having all of that damage. Just because I, like, have a far better grasp on how the game works. Let's see here. I guess we can get rid of Competent. Okay. Nothing else to really do there. So yeah, I choose Lanceram over Dualiso on this run because Dualiso actually has like half the damage of a normal weapon that Verso has. And Lanceram actually, it has a slightly higher attack rating than most of Verso's weapons. So even though, like, Dualiso gives him an extra turn, you know, and there's so much that you can do with that extra turn, the damage is a lot different without having At Death's Door and Critical Moment. So I'd rather just make his one turn really count. So that's why I'm investing into Lanceram instead. You know, as you guys saw, at just +9, it was already doing some serious work on that boss. And eventually he will be doing quad 9 free aims. And even with all the damage stuff, Mael, she still can only do like 8.5k on this run. Even with a +19 and Competent Fighter, Glass Cannon, Immaculate. Still only doing 8.5k with her weapon, whereas Verso is consistently doing quad 9s, even on non-crits. I wasn't using Verso for this run initially. I was just going with Mael, Lune, and CL. But I've realized the error of my ways. Because Verso is the GOAT for this. And, like, I was thinking, like, oh, well, we can't use Dualiso. Or, I don't know. I wanted to use other characters, I guess. And then I decided that Verso was meta as fuck. Yeah, we cannot give her Inverted Affinity. We absolutely just can't do it. Mael can keep it, though. And Verso, I guess you can have it. Sure. Augmented attack. Okay. So yeah, we're good. We're good, basically, until the Axon Islands, Lumina-wise.
How far to Minoko Station?
5
With
million
SDA?
years.
No, should be quick.
I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500
stuff.
miles. Just to get
Minoko Station is to the
Minoko.
north, not far from here.
I don't know what drugs my brain is on sometimes, chat.
Follow the tracks.
Okay, so this is the only fight in the game where it actually matters that Mael stays the party leader, and she goes first.
Gustav would have liked to see that.
I'm pretty sure the party
Is
order
it true
was
before
fine,
the
but
fracture,
just
Lumiere
double
had trains
checking.
running throughout the continent?
Always running late, but here we are.
You know, remember what I said about defenseless
Gruntis?
does more break damage.
I knew it.
Absolutely
real
matters for this fight right after Minoko. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Quad 9's even an offensive. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot to upgrade the energy tint. That is beautiful damage right there. No! 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 Okay. Still got it, Jane. I can't even be mad losing a run to Minoko. It's because this music is so fucking sick. We'll let it loop. I'll be a sore loser. He's a beast. You know what? It kind of reminds me of Us and Them by Pink Floyd. I don't know how many of you get that reference, but it kind of feels like a very similar vibe with that sax solo there. Very Dark Side of the Moon. The song is so sick. One of the best in the game. Like, Lorien did not need to go this hard for just this character's theme, but he did. What an absolute bop. Alright, game recognizes game. That's okay. What the hell was going on there? We lost the run to Minoko. It is what it is. I can't even be mad. Can't even be mad. Like, not while I'm jamming out to that masterpiece. I'll finish the run out. I'll finish the run. Fuck it.
Verso, why aren't you using gradient attacks? How do any pointers from the one sitting on his lazy ass? You didn't teach them, did you, you lazy old fart? Very well. I shall generously...
Yeah, defenseless does more break damage. Just holy shit. Hit big.
Good stuff.
It's always the easy attacks too, guys. It's like I was fully locked in for the relentless combo, but the dual attack, yeah, his fastest attack and most convenient one. Such is the nature of this run.
Welcome, my friend.
I don't need to practice that. Oh, that attack's easy.
Is anyone
Famous
still
last
here?
words.
Just never.
Vega we.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason.
Oh,
Friends,
Lune.
I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
My main girl's all bloody and shit.
Okay, Minoko.
Why couldn't it have been
Let's move
Verso?
on, shall we?
Lune had to be the fall.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
Ow, wow.
So, Minoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and
I was really attached to this run, guys, I'm not gonna lie.
livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived.
Well, we'll just run it back. I'm not doing shit else today. We'll just fucking run it back. Okay, I have to make a choice. Either I reset the run and keep doing attempts today, okay, so my mom wants to talk to me anyway.
Speaking of home.
So with that said, that is a sign. I'll reset the run. Feels bad, feels bad. Fuck. I'll be right back.